Something strange is happening in the Outlander universe. The newly released Outlander Season 8 trailer doesn't just tease the end of a legendary saga, it flips everything we thought we knew about Jamie and Claire's story. Hidden in the shadows of a few quiet frames lies a message that changes everything. And no, this isn't just another war or another goodbye. This feels final. Like the past is about to rewrite itself, one last time. When the trailer opens, it feels familiar. Too familiar. We see the rolling hills of Fraser's Ridge, the mist wrapping around the trees, and the faint sound of a heartbeat in the background. It's almost peaceful until it's not. A voice, one that fans can't quite identify, calls out softly, "Mrs. Fraser." Claire freezes. It's not Jamie's voice. It's not Roger's either. It's something older, something ghostly, as if a memory has come to life. The camera lingers on Claire's face, pale and trembling, and that's when fans realize the season isn't just about war or home. It's about time itself collapsing, and on the phrases, the official synopsis already hinted at change, but no one expected this kind of emotional storm. Jamie and Claire return to a ridge that's not the same ridge they left behind. It's bigger now, busier, filled with new settlers, new faces, and new secrets. Time hasn't just passed. It's rewritten. The people they once trusted now whisper behind closed doors. The sense of safety they fought for has vanished. And when Jamie says, "This place was built on our love," you can hear the crack in his voice. It's not just a home anymore. It's a battlefield of memories. But what really catches fans' attention is how Blood of My Blood, the prequel series, is being threaded directly into this season. The trailer makes it almost impossible to ignore. That mysterious voice calling Claire? Some fans are convinced it's her father, Henry Beecham, who is believed to have died long ago. Others think it could be William, Jamie's son, whose loyalty might finally be tested. But the real twist is that showrunner Matthew B. Roberts confirmed this mystery will be answered right at the start of the season. That means episode 1 won't be a slow reunion, it'll be a revelation. And then there's Faith Fraser, that one haunting name that refuses to stay buried. The idea that Claire and Jamie's first child, whom they lost so tragically, might still be alive has shaken the fandom for months. The trailer doesn't show her, but a brief flicker of light in one scene, just as Claire whispers, "I thought I lost you," has sent everyone spiraling into theories. What if Faith didn't die? What if time itself had something else planned for her? As the trailer continues, there's another chilling detail: letters. Dozens of them. Stacked on Claire's table, sealed in wax, marked with initials she doesn't recognize. One bears the symbol of the British crown, another, the Mackenzie crest, and the final one, the one she hesitates to open, has no name at all. Jamie's voice echoes in the background. "If you read this, Sassenach, it means I've crossed the sea." But which sea? The one between continents or centuries? The tone of the trailer shifts midway, moving from quiet mystery to full emotional chaos. Shots of Brianna and Roger flash by, Brianna holding a baby, Roger clutching a map marked with 2 time portals. "We have to find them," he says, but it's not clear who them refers to. Fans suspect it's Jamie and Claire, who might once again be trapped between timelines. Sophie Skelton even hinted in an interview that her storyline will push the family to their emotional limit, suggesting that what Brianna discovers could change everything about her parents' past and her own future. Meanwhile, the Mackenzie story seems to parallel the Frasers' emotional turmoil. Roger's faith is tested once again, and the idea of home becomes blurred across time. Every glimpse we get of them in the trailer feels like a warning. Time travel doesn't heal wounds, it only moves them. Still, the biggest shock of all comes near the end of the trailer, when Jamie whispers a line that has already become iconic among fans. "There are ghosts here, Claire, but some of them still breathe." The way he says it, it's both a confession and a prophecy. Is he talking about the people from Blood of My Blood? About Faith? Or about himself? The ambiguity is what makes this trailer feel so alive, so dangerous. Filming for Season 8 wrapped in September 2024, and insiders claim that during reshoots, Sam Heughan filmed a scene that was emotionally heavier than the Culloden flashback. That's not something you hear every day. If that's true, then we might be witnessing Jamie Fraser's most vulnerable chapter yet, a man torn between love, time, and destiny. Outlander has always been about the collision between history and heart. But season 8? It feels like the final collision, the one where love itself has to decide which century it belongs to. And if the trailer is any hint, this won't just be the end of a journey. It'll be the rewriting of a legacy. The trailer's next sequence strikes like lightning. A single shot of Jamie standing in the rain, his coat heavy, his eyes full of something deeper than sorrow. Behind him, the ridge burns. Not completely, but enough to show the destruction of what was once peace. Claire's voice overlaps the flames, whispering, "What if this is where it all ends?" It's haunting, it's heartbreaking, but it's also a clue. Because if you listen closely, you can hear another voice faintly in the background saying, "It doesn't end, it begins again." That single line has broken the internet. Fans are convinced it's Faith's voice, older now, echoing through time like a ghost trying to reach her parents before it's too late. And then, just like that, the scene shifts. Claire wakes up in a candlelit room, her hands trembling, the faint outline of surgical tools beside her. Jamie sits across from her, older, quieter, holding a small book. It's her old journal, the one she lost back in Paris. "Where did you find this?" she asks, her voice barely audible. Jamie looks away. "It was never lost." That one sentence sends chills down your spine. The journal isn't just a memory. It's evidence that time has started looping back, bending their own story into something unrecognizable. The trailer cleverly hides more than it reveals. A few quick flashes show Lord John Grey standing near a grave. His face is unreadable, but the name etched on the stone is partially visible. James, and then the rest is cut off. Fans are torn. Does this mean Jamie dies? Or is it another cruel misdirection? Outlander has done this before, playing with perception, making us believe we're watching an ending when it's really another beginning. But still, the idea of losing Jamie Fraser has everyone on edge. The synopsis teased that family secrets will finally come to light, and now that line feels like a warning. The mystery surrounding Henry Beecham, Claire's father, could very well be the key to everything. According to insider leaks, the writers have intentionally blurred the lines between timelines. Henry's experiments with time and blood of my blood may have created ripple effects that touch Claire's life decades later. If that's true, then the voice calling Mrs. Fraser might not just be from the past or future. It could be from both. Meanwhile, Roger's storyline grows darker. We catch a glimpse of him running through the woods, shouting a name we can't hear clearly. Then, a flash of Brianna holding a locket, crying. The trailer leaves it hanging, but one thing's clear. The Mackenzies are about to face something that forces them to question whether they should have ever returned through the stones. Brianna's guilt, Roger's faith, and their children's safety collide into one desperate choice. Do they stay, or go back to the world they once called home? In another blink-and-miss-it moment, there's a shot of Claire standing by a river at dawn, staring at something in her hand. It's a photograph, faded and torn, but you can clearly make out two figures, herself and Jamie, but not in their time. They're wearing modern clothes. This isn't a dream. It's evidence. Claire drops the photo, gasping, as the wind carries it downstream. That image alone is enough to spark endless theories that the final season will somehow merge all timelines, past, present, and future, into one fateful intersection. But the emotional heartbeat of this season seems to come from one question. What will Claire and Jamie sacrifice to stay together? The trailer makes it painfully clear, everything. There's a moment when Jamie looks at Claire and says, "If time asks for me, din a bargain. Let it take me." It's not just a line. It's a farewell wrapped in love. Claire's reply, her voice breaking, "You are my time, Jamie," might be one of the most gut-wrenching moments Outlander has ever given us. Filmmakers behind the scenes have hinted that this season draws heavily from Diana Gabaldon's book Written in My Own Heart's Blood, but with new elements inspired by the upcoming 10th novel. That means surprises even book fans won't see coming. The creative team has confirmed that no storyline unrelated to Jamie and Claire made it into the final cut. Every subplot, Every tear, every heartbeat is tied to them. That focus makes this season feel deeply intimate, like watching two souls try to hold the universe together while it unravels around them. And yet, amidst all the emotion, there's still a glimmer of hope. We see Jamie teaching his grandson how to shoot, Claire smiling faintly in the background, Brianna and Roger laughing by the fire. Those soft moments remind us that Outlander isn't just about time travel, it's about love that survives it. But even that peace feels fragile, because as the trailer ends, the final shot fades in, a pocket watch lying in the dirt, ticking backward. Then silence, it's the perfect metaphor for what's coming. Time has always been their greatest enemy and their greatest gift. But now, in Season 8, time isn't just a backdrop. It's the final battlefield. Every second will matter. Every decision will echo, and every heartbeat could be the last. The trailer's final act is where everything truly unravels. The tone shifts from mystery to chaos. Not loud, not explosive, but quietly devastating. A soft piano plays over flashes of fire, storm, and heartbreak. Jamie's voice returns, older, quieter, as if speaking from somewhere beyond the reach of time. The past can't be changed, Sassenach, but the future, maybe it can. And that single line defines Outlander Season 8. Because for the first time, Jamie Fraser isn't fighting for land or freedom. He's fighting for the future itself. We see him walking through the mist, holding something wrapped in cloth. When the wind lifts the edge, it reveals a child's toy horse, the same one Claire buried after Faith's death. The connection hits like a storm. Faith's name isn't mentioned, but her presence haunts every second of this trailer. And then comes the moment that left everyone speechless. A brief glimpse of a young woman standing on a hill, her hair red like Jamie's, her eyes soft like Claire's. She turns toward the camera, and before her face fully comes into focus, the screen cuts to black. No confirmation, no dialogue, just silence. But that silence screams one thing. Faith Fraser might be alive. As the scenes continue, we're shown the cost of love stretched across centuries. Claire, older and wearier, stands at the ridge's edge. Her hands are stained with blood, not from surgery, but from war. The world around her is changing faster than she can heal it. Behind her, voices argue. Brianna's fear, Roger's desperation, Jamie's unwavering calm. We can't keep crossing time, Roger says, his voice breaking. It's tearing us apart. Claire's answer cuts through the noise. Then let it tear us. We were never meant to live quietly. That defiance, that stubborn, unbreakable fire, is what makes her Claire Fraser. Meanwhile, the trailer shows us fragments of something bigger at play. A group of soldiers in unfamiliar uniforms, papers stamped with the royal seal, and an object that looks like a compass, but glows faintly in the dark. Could it be another artifact linked to the stones? Fans are already theorizing that it might lead to a new way of traveling, not through stone circles, but through written coordinates. Time rewritten through ink, not stone. It's wild, it's daring, and it fits perfectly with Outlander's evolution from love story to full myth. But the emotional centerpiece of the trailer is a single conversation between Jamie and Claire. They sit together at dawn, wrapped in silence. Jamie says, "I've fought every battle a man can fight, Claire. But this one it's no with sword or gun. It's with the hours themselves." Claire takes his hand, her voice trembling. Then we fight them together. The light catches their faces. Two people who have lived 1,000 lifetimes, still finding strength in each other. It's poetic, it's tragic, it's everything Outlander has always stood for. Then, just when you think the trailer is over, the screen flickers one last time. A child's laughter echoes. A door creaks open. Claire turns, her face stunned. A shadow stands in the doorway. We don't see the face, only a voice saying softly, "Mama?" The screen cuts to black. Fans went wild. Some say it's Brianna's child calling across time. Others insist it's Faith. But one thing's certain, the Fraser story isn't just ending. It's folding in on itself. Every timeline colliding into one emotional storm. Behind the scenes, showrunner Matthew B. Roberts confirmed that Season 8 will have only 10 episodes, but every second will matter. No filler, no pauses. Each episode builds toward a finale that honors the beginning. That phrasing has fans speculating that the final episode might mirror the very first one, a circular ending where the story begins again, but through someone else's eyes. Perhaps Brianna's, perhaps Faith's, or maybe even Claire's, awakening in another time, remembering everything like a dream that refuses to fade. And while it's bittersweet knowing this will be the last main season, Roberts also teased that the Outlander universe isn't over. The success of Blood of My Blood has already opened doors for spin-offs exploring the generations before and after Jamie and Claire. But this season, Season 8, it's their swan song. Their final stand against time, fate, and loss. The last image of the trailer might just be the most powerful of all. A close-up of the old pocket watch from Season 1, lying beside 2 wedding rings. The second hand stops. The screen fades to white. Then, the words appear. Every love has its time. That's when you realize this isn't just another season. It's the closing chapter of one of television's most enduring love stories. A journey that began with a single heartbeat across time will now end with 2 hearts finding peace, no matter the century. And as fans, all we can do is hold our breath and hope that when the final credits roll, Jamie and Claire finally find what they've been chasing all along. Not time, not destiny, but home.